Got a real PA system again tonight here. So, welcome everybody. My name is Stephen Grant, President of the Landmark Society of Greater Utica. Welcome to our second to the last Monday night walk and talk. We're going to hear about the Children's Museum. We've got Malik Johnson and Kim Newton here. It's going to tell us about the new building here. Next week we're going to be at the Munson campus on Genesee Street, 310 Genesee Street. Park right in back of the Art Museum in the main lot. Upcoming events are the Harvest Tea on September 14th, 12 noon. One sitting for that, unlike the two for our spring one, $25 a ticket. You can get them on the Eventbrite link at our website. Our 50th anniversary gala is coming up October 25th. It's going to be at the Stanley Theater. Tickets are $125 per person or $200 per couple. We're looking forward to that. It's going to be a great evening. Mike's going to tell us about our upcoming holiday house tour.
Thank you, Steve. Yes, we're going to have another holiday house tour this year, and it's going to be December 14th. It's going to be a substantial mansion in New Hartford. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, just teasing it, but mark your calendars for December 14th, which is the second Saturday in December, and it's going to be arguably one of our best ones. So just stay tuned for that. I also want to tell you that we do have some membership brochures. If you are not a member of Landmarks, would like to know more about us, would like to become a member, my wife Penny has membership brochure. She has, we have the line cards for the walks and talks. There's only one left, but if you're not familiar with the walks and talks, it'll tell you and show you what we have done. We've been doing these for the better part of 27 years. And started with Utica Monday night way back when, and we've continued them on for all these years, except of course during COVID when we had to kind of shut down. But we had some really good ones. This might be the biggest crowd we've had this summer. And next Monday is going to be the last one over the Munson campus. We're going to see some things that are not just the Art Museum, not just fundamentals. It's going to be because Munson is quite a campus. There's a lot going on, a lot of different buildings. So we're certainly going to get an opening of the eyes on that one for sure. This one is kind of interesting in a way. Someone told me a while back that yeah, you might like old buildings, but should consider new landmarks as well. And I would consider this to be a new landmark. So we also love adaptive reuse of existing buildings because it may have been built for one purpose, but that may not be the case. It may not be suitable for that anymore. So this is at least a sneak preview of a building that was not, this isn't what it was intended for, but it's going to be a great children's museum. So I definitely am glad that we have such a good turnout. It's also good that we have an inside walking tour when it's raining out. We always like to have good weather for the outside tours. And, we don't mind if it rains when you're inside. So, again, we have a donation jar as well because we are a not-for-profit. We put these things on for educational purposes and let people see all the things that we do, all of the things that we're about. But we're a lot more than just the walking tours. So, if you're not familiar with landmarks, then, come and see us and we'll tell you all about it.
Thanks, Mike. And yeah, we were a little worried about the size of the crowd, the monsoon season here. We thought maybe it would come out, but we're happy to see everybody. So with that, we'll turn it over to Malik, and we'll hear a little bit about this building.
Hello everybody. Once again, my name is Malik Johnson. I'm the education manager here at the Utica Children's Museum. I've only been in this position since November, and I only say only, but it's almost been a year, which is crazy to me. But I really enjoy working here, so thank you all so much for coming out and seeing my job. Really cool to me. But I just want to give a brief overall history about how basically we got to this point. So I said earlier we are in a managed service agreement with ICANN. Since about 2017, ICANN made the decision to get involved with the Utica Children's Museum. We used to be neighbors. If you're familiar with the old location of the Children's Museum, ICANN's old building is on 312 Main. So we were kind of like, it started as a neighborly friendly relationship, and as there was more guidance and more help looking for with the Utica Children's Museum, ICANN kind of made it their duty to step up there. And people kind of ask, what does ICANN have to do with the Utica Children's Museum? How do those two correlate? ICANN's whole message is keeping families together, and we view museums as a place that keeps communities together and places for families to gather and create a third space. So museums do help keep families together, so it aligns perfectly with ICANN's mission, so it kind of made sense for them. Long story short, COVID kind of made the perfect situation to close our doors permanently at the old location and work on making us a new location. Fast forward a lot of long, hard few years, and here we are. So this building has been here, and this rotunda that we are standing in now is the only addition that was built onto this building. The rest of it was just renovated. ICANN has offices on the 3rd floor. There's like finance and HR up there. On the 1st floor, ICANN has some offices as well, along with some of their behavioral services. If you don't know what ICANN does, they are a non-for-profit health behavioral services for kids and families. So they have certain services here, and we are located in this rotunda as well as our 2nd floor here. This rotunda is about 4,000 square footage, and the 2nd floor is 10,000 square footage. And if you've been to the old museum, you know that there was 4 floors, it was really big, but when you really do the math on play space, how much space there was actually used for play at the old museum, the math is very, very close to what we have now. So space-wise, it looks like we're losing a lot, but in reality, we're not. So we are really thankful for ICANN and their services and helping us get to where we are today. Kim is going to give us some brief history about the museum, and we have renderings all around our rotunda. So as we are speaking, please feel free to move around and look at the rotundas as the renderings as we speak about them. But then we will also go upstairs and browse through that space. But our 2nd floor is a little bit darker, so we just thought it'd be a lot easier to view and digest the renderings down here in the light. But Kim is going to give us some history of our beautiful building we have here.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome. I'm Kim Newton, the Education Liaison, and actually I am a retired school principal from Whitesboro Central, so this is my semi-retirement job. How lucky am I? Really lucky. And actually this building was built in 1969. The Meat Cutters, Amalgamated Meat Cutters Union, Local 1, had this building built. A little history, I actually worked in this building, my first summer job, when I was 18. So it's full circle. Now I'm old, and I'm working again in this building. So it does look much, much different than when it was the Meat Cutters Union, union, yes. So it was built in 1969, and then in 1971, they had their grand opening. Now ICANN found a time capsule in this building, and there was a letter from the then president, Sam Tellerico, and there was a daily press from 1968 or 69, and the headline read, "Men Walk on the Moon." How about that? And then ICANN bought the building. They made their announcement that the Utica Children's Museum would be here, as Malik alluded to. And here we are. The rotunda was built, and Malik is going to talk a little bit about the rotunda and what exhibit or gallery will be down here. So I will now turn it over to Malik.
So we will have 6 galleries with over 60 interactive exhibits. The entrance that you all enter through will be our everyday entrance, as well